to my heartbeats.
Hot and fluffy and straight out of the oven, it's your boy DJ Butter Biscuits, back at it again with this Doom gameplay. And I have a little story for y'all. You know, it's about my paranormal activity experience. Let's call it that. Alright, so I'm with a few friends. I think it was about 5. Fuck. Alright, anyway. So they wanted to play with the Ouija board, and I wasn't really up to it because, you know, I'm not white, and so I'll most likely die first if anything weird goes on, and that's exactly what happened. But you know, I'm still here talking, so I never died. But let's get into this story, y'all. So let's. I didn't touch it. I didn't touch the Ouija board. Let's go with that. And my 3 friends were, let's call them Todd, Billy, and Billy Bob. Alright, so Todd was the leader of this, and he had a few ground rules that we had to abide by, I guess you could say. And one of them was that he's the only one asking the questions and allowed to say goodbye. And you know, I felt kind of weird about this because I was like, why can't we ask questions, yo? I mean, like, I want to ask some questions. And so, I mean, we got into it, and I had this, like, sneaking suspicion that someone was, like, watching me. But it wasn't any of my friends, because they were focused on this Ouija board, right? And so they're asking the questions, and this thing's moving, and I'm kind of skeptical at this point, because, you know, I don't really believe in Ouija boards. I mean, I watch scary movies and all, but, you know, I'm just not into it. And so, basically what happened is a girl of age like 6. I think she was playing with us, was like 666 or whatever, but it was a little girl. She was 6. Her name was May, and she spelled it weird. It was like Meay, and I was like Maya or Mia. I don't even know, bro. And so anyway, we're talking to her, and this weird stuff started happening, and my phone started ringing, and I was like, oh, it just must be my parents or something. And so I look at my phone, and it's a blocked number, and I was like, well, that's kind of weird, because, you know, ooh, nice kill. You know, where was I? You know, and, like, I don't get blocked numbers very often, and so I was kind of like scared at this point because it started getting like really weird, and it felt like somebody was like right beside me staring at me, and there was no one right beside me. My friends were in front of me. I was at kind of like the end, kind of watching up closely, and I answered the phone, and it was just kind of like breathing on the other end, like you could hear a fake breathing sound, and I was like, what? And they ended up hanging up the phone. I was like, oh, it just must be a prank call or something, like the star 67 or whatever. And so I kept going on, and my phone kept ringing from the same block number, and I kept ending it, and I kept ending it. At this point, I just kind of threw my phone onto their, like, couch thing down in the basement. I know that's kind of weird that they have a couch down in the basement. I don't know if any of y'all got any, but it was just kind of weird because it was kind of old. So I just threw my phone on the couch, and it stopped, and I was like, alright, that's cool, good thing it stopped. And so this is when it starts like getting really weird. Alright, so they asked you a question. I really don't remember the question right now, but basically the lights started flickering, and I was like, yo, do we need to stop? And they're like, no, because they're getting like really into it. And I was like, nah, I'm done, bro, I'm done. And so I stayed there because, you know, I'm a homie and all. And so the light's still flickering, and then all of a sudden the freaking light bulb smashes, and I'm like, yo, this is real, dog. You need to end it. And they're like, no, let's just keep going, let's keep going. I was like, no, we can't keep going. And so the next thing that happened like really frightened me, and I think basically that's when all the fear started to set in, is when their TV, they also have a TV down in their basement, freaking like smashed, and it just started like staticking uncontrollably, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even explain it. And so this thing just kept moving, and they kept asking questions, but it just kept moving to no. It was always no, 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 and it just like kept moving everywhere. And whenever we asked a question, it was just no. And like I was like, just yo, end the game. I don't know why I called it a game, but like I was like, end the game, and they're like, nah, and I was like, man, y'all stupid. I'm about to die, and like so they have their door open, right? We have the door open, and it freaking just smacks down right as I say, I'm gonna die, yo, and I just like jump, like I'm like, I gotta get out of here, I gotta get out of here, and like their window, and I go to their window and I try to get out, but it won't open, it won't budge, and I like opened it because it was like it was open before, and I was like, I'm a pretty strong dude, I could probably get this open, and no, it wouldn't open. I was like, oh man. And so like I couldn't handle it no more. And I started banging on this door, and it won't open. And their parents are upstairs, and like they hear me banging on it, and so they come downstairs, and they're just like, "Dude, I can't get the door open. I can't get the door open." I'm like, "Me either." And I was like, I shouted over to my friends to end the game, and at this point they were about to end the game. And I was like, "Yeah, bro, you need to end this game, right? You need to end this game." And so they said goodbye, right? And the freaking Ouija board just kept moving, like, you know, the little triangle thing with the circle in the middle that you could see through. That thing just kept moving, and I was like, bro, you need to get rid of that Ouija board. And he was like, okay, bro, it was only $6 at freaking Walmart, you know, the stupid Walmart Ouija boards. And like, the door opened like 30-40 minutes later, pitch black almost, because it was during the night and evening time. And I was just like, whew, I got out of there real quick, real quick. As soon as that door opened, I was up, jumped up the stairs. I was gone. I was out. And so, you know, that's basically all my story. And yeah, we's out, Chill Army. Bang.